And up here it says reference function, but what's another phrase that I've used to describe that? Starts with P. Parent function. It's the most basic parabola, okay? So we call this the parent function or the reference function, and the vertex of that function is 0, 0, right? And it goes over 1, up 1, and it looks like a U shape. You should know that. It's going to help you later, like what we're doing today, because today we're going to talk about how to move it. So if you see inside the parentheses that we have of x minus a number, that is going to control how it moves horizontally. Horizontally is left and right. And I don't know if you guys remember, we said x was a liar. Ugh, that was 2 days ago. I know a lot's happened in 2 days. If x is a liar, that means when it's subtraction, it moves to the right. If it's addition, it moves to the left. So I'm going to put a little note here. That x is a liar. Okay. Notice there's a parentheses here. It's in the parentheses with x. Next, if you see something, I use a different letter this time, and it's added or subtracted off of the back of the function, that controls vertical translations. Vertical just means up or down, and it's not a liar. If it's plus, it moves up. If it's minus, it moves down. So putting that together then, it might look like this. So you might see two at the same time. You would move the x squared parabola right or left based on this h, and up or down based on this k. So if we move the vertex, the graphing part is all the same. Instead of being at 0, 0 then though, it's going to be at a vertex at a different point. But after that, it's all going to be the same thing. So if we see things, this is what we're going to practice today, that look like this, we're going to first find the new vertex. So if it was 0, 0 and it moved over h up k, it would now be at whatever h and k are. And h and k are just these, they're going to be numbers in a minute. It might make more sense when they're numbers. Okay. How do you tell if the parabola opens up or down? Well, you're going to look in front, and that A is the same A as we've been dealing with. How do we tell if A is what kind of number? Okay. If A were 3, can you just turn and talk to your partner? If A were 3, would the parabola open up or down? What's your guess? If A, the number in front, was a 3, would the parabola open up or down? What is your guess? Just talk and see. Talk it out a minute. Marie, what did you guys say? Up. Okay. How do you tell if A is greater than 0, another name for that is positive, it opens up. If A is less than 0, another name for that is a negative number, it opens down. So it's going to either be wider or narrower than the parent function. How would you get 2 more points? You are going to go over 1 from the vertex, and then you're going to go up or down depending on if it's positive or negative A. Okay, let's go back up. What's the axis of symmetry? Perfect. It's where the vertex is. It's a straight line. It goes up and down, right? And so it actually is going to go through the x coordinate of the vertex, which is h, whatever that number is. The axis of symmetry for a form like this is going to be x equals h. Okay. So let's do a couple things. Let's figure out what h and k are and what a is, and then let's put it all together. So remember the parent function? You don't have to draw it, guys, but this is the parent function. Goes through 0, 0, 1, 1, okay, negative 1, 1, and it looks like this. I'm going to just do it as a dashed. Okay. So this vertex, would you find the points of your new vertex and label it on the graph? Find the points of this new vertex and label it on your graph. Nope, our new one. We know the old one's 0, 0. Giovanni, what did you get? 3, 4 is correct. Okay. So all we have now is we have our h and k up here. H is 3, k is going to be 4. So I'm going to write my parabola in a second. Now the last thing is, let's figure out a. So would you take your pencil, would you go over one from the vertex, and would you figure out how far the next point is? To me, that looks like it goes down 2. You can do it on either side. Is that what it looks like to you? What that means is that a is equal to negative 2. So putting it all together, we have y equals a, which is negative 2, x minus 3 squared plus 4. How's this going? Are you understanding where I got all those things? No? Okay.
You got a negative 2 because you went down 2.
Correct. We'll do some more together. All right, now the other, so today one of the things you're going to do is you're going to look at a graph and you're going to find its vertex form and just write it like that. The other thing that we're going to do is we are going to figure out from an equation what those things are and sketch a graph. So, can you turn and talk to your partner and tell me what you think the vertex is if I gave you this equation? Go ahead. Guesses.
If your x walks in the door, is there negative 3? Where do you go? Your x. Your x. Oh. Or your ex-girlfriend or whatever. That makes me chuckle.
I didn't get it at first, but
I didn't either. I wasn't thinking about this.
okay. Frank, Santos, what'd you guys say?
What did we say, Frank?
Santos, what'd you say?
I don't know.
Can you make a guess?
No, that's what Frank said.
Give us a guess. So,
It's not 0. Kate, don't ask me. You gotta be able to think.
Jaden, you said 4-2. Your first guess was closer. 4-2. His only mistake is that, remember we said x is a liar. So this says x plus 4, but we're going to write negative 4, and the y is not a liar. Okay, negative 4 and 2. All right. Grayson, does this open up or down? Good. And because A is 3. All right, would you please plot the point negative 4, 2 on your graph? Okay, so once we identify the vertex, that's step 1, plot the point. Second, we know what A is, right? So either way, we're going to do 2 more points. We're going to go 1 right and up 3, and then we're going to go 1 left and up 3 from the vertex. So here's our negative 4, 2. I'm going to go over 1, up 1, 2, 3, and put a point. I'm going to do it the same thing on the other side. I'm going to go left 1, up 1, 2, 3, and put a point. And then I'm going to draw my parabola, my U shape through that. Okay, I feel like we need to do some more. Let's do one of these. I'm going to do a couple things. At the top of our paper, let's write out our vertex form so you have it here. So A parentheses x minus h squared plus k. And if we do that, the vertex is h and k. Okay. I do not care which one we do, so I'm going to make one of you pick. Makes sense. Pick one of the 3 parts. You want to do the second? Just the second? Okay. So if it moves 7 units down, did it move right or left? No, so there's not going to be h. H is going to be 0, okay? Now, you don't have to put 0 in, but that's what's going to happen, and it's moving 7 down. So the new vertex is going to be 0, negative 7. Okay. A, how do we figure out A? A is just this value right here. So I put this in, and I'm going to write y equals, my A is 4. I'm going to do this at first, but then I'm going to tell you something. X minus 0 squared minus 7. Okay, we don't usually walk around saying x minus 0 squared. What's x minus 0? Just x. So just write this as y equals 4x squared minus 7. All right, so we plot our new points. So start at your vertex. The vertex was 0, negative 7. So we go down here, 0, negative 7. And how do I do 2 more points? Over 1, up 4. Okay. That's all there is to it. Let's see.